Good morning, Run Talks. Jay here. Bit of a frosty morning here in the UK. So today I want to talk to you about how you can increase your income by killing your business. Now I know that's a bold thing to actually say, and it's probably got you a little bit curious. So let me unpack that a little bit. What I tend to see most of the time is that people tend to operate out of a place of fear. And fear is rife, like fear is everywhere. People make money out of fear that they will have none or they will run out. People operate out of fear because they want to control the outcome. People make money so they can look good because they have a fear they will look bad. Good morning, Jin. It's good to see you. And what tends to happen is because people are so attached to certainty, they have a real problem with killing what doesn't work and recreating something that does. And ultimately what this leads to is them not being the cause of the results in their business, instead of being at the effect of their business. Now, there's something called a growth cycle. I don't know whether this actually exists, but I'm going to claim it if it does. And what I honestly believe is that in order for new life to grow, something needs to die. And in the growth cycle, this is true in life as it is in business. You might say it's called the circle of life. I'm calling it the growth cycle or a business cycle. Now, this is true in so many cases. Now, the average time on the stock market for a company, every company has a lifespan until they get preceded by something else. The average lifespan on the stock market of a company used to be 33 years. And I read this in Peter Mallouk and Tony Robbins' book, The Path. Great book, by the way, about improving your financial IQ. Now, currently, the lifespan of businesses on the stock market, because the world that we live in is moving so fast, disruptive technologies, innovation, is actually around 19 years. Do you remember the company Nokia? I remember having a Nokia 3310. That's a little bit of a throwback. For those of you who are a bit older, you'll be able to relate. Do you remember the company AOL? They used to send out those crappy CDs in the post, try and get you on their broadband. Just some examples of company that used to exist that no longer exists. So what happened? BlackBerry, another one. What happened? Well, what happened is they were attached to a certain way of it being. They were attached to the certainty. They were attached to how it should be. It must stay like this. And we've seen this in COVID. There were certain companies that absolutely thrived. And there were certain companies that were so paralyzed by fear that they kept standing still and they clung to what they know because they were certain of that. And they thought that's what would keep them safe. But inevitably, what happened for so many is they found themselves in trouble. For those that thrive, they innovated, they pivoted, they adjusted. Now, one of my old mentors, Shanda Sumter, incredible woman, once shared something with me about the difference between a billionaire and a millionaire. And she said the difference between a billionaire and a millionaire is a billionaire lets go of the past quicker. They're willing to let go of how it should be. They're willing to let go of the things that aren't working. And they're willing to enroll themselves in something new, a new habit, a new way of looking at business, a new way of doing it. And think about it in your business. Think about it in your business. What are you attached to? What are you attached to the way it is? And how is that disrupting your ability to create more income and better results? Because if you're driven by this fear, you're going to find yourself in a place of denial. You're going to find yourself struggling. You're going to find yourself frustrated. You're going to find yourself resenting your business instead of thriving in your business. And I like to say that struggle and suffering lies in the gap between denial and acceptance. One thing I love about money is it's a measurement. It's a measurement of how much value you're adding to the world. It's also a measurement of how effective you are in your business, how effective you are in your leadership. And so I just want to share a quick story with you just to illustrate this point so you can really get this. I was talking about Shanda Sumpter. A few months back, it's actually the start of the year. Wow, can you believe we're in November? The start of the year, I actually found myself on one of her 5-day challenges. And she actually positioned an offer, and I thought to myself, this is an offer I want to be a part of. This is a program I want to be a part of. But in my calendar, I had things like my NLP Master Practitioner, I had events going on, I had all of these coaching calls with my existing clients lined up, I had goals, I had plans, and this kind of stuff was not fitting in with the plan. I was thinking to myself, no, it can't happen. And whenever we find ourselves using the word, I can't, that is when we are a victim to our beliefs, a victim to our circumstance. That's a cue, by the way, that there's something you need to let go of. And I found myself playing victim. I was like, I just don't have the time. I've got all this stuff booked in. What am I going to do? But I really want to do the course, feeling really frustrated by it. And then something shifted for me. I realized that was the gap in my leadership. And so then I just switched from, okay, I'm being a victim. How can I switch to being the cause of my results, the cause of this happening, rather than the effect of time, my calendar, the world, other people, the courses that I've already enrolled on, my plan, my goals. And what I did was I looked at my calendar and I just started sending messages to people. I started asking, okay, are there other dates that I can do? Okay, do you mind if we shift this around and shift that around? And what it did is it made me flexible. And I absolutely destroyed my calendar. I destroyed my calendar. And what happened is I got on the program. I got on the program because I let go of how it should be and enroll myself in a new way of doing it. I upskilled my leadership, my ability to lead myself to results, and as a result, my income actually increased. So my question to you, hey Darren, hey Dean, hey Stephen, my question to you is, what are you holding on to? What habits are you holding on to? What ways and processes are you running in your business that you're hoping that one day it's going to work, but when you look at the results, you look at the measurement of success, you're seeing that it's not working. And the quicker you can shift, the quicker you can shift that, the quicker you're going to be able to create the results you want and the level of income that you want in your business. So if you're feeling brave, and this is a challenge if you're willing to accept, put in the comments box, what have you been holding on to? This can be a belief, it can be a habit, it can be a process, it can be a way of doing things, it can be hope, if that's your thing. And I will tell you, if you're at the coming from a hope point of view, you're at the effect of your business and your life instead of being the cause of creation in your life. Just remember, circle of life. Everything has to die in order for something new to grow. Forest fires, Australia. All the plants, all the trees die, animals die, nutrients go into the soil. New life is ultimately born and is always born of that. It's everywhere in nature. It exists in your mind and it also exists in your business. So go ahead, pop it in the comments box below if you're feeling brave. What is something that you've been holding on to, that today you're making a declaration that I'm gonna let it go? Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, just remember, always show up. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys on Friday. See you later. Bye-bye.